Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining this webinar. Today, we will cover some of the new features that has come up in this quarter. So let's quickly get into it. So first, we'll cover some housekeeping, and after that, the four main features that we will be looking at this quarter is IIoT, CMMS, work instructions, and inventory essentials. So let's quickly get into it. So in the meantime, if you have any questions, please drop them in the Q&A section, and towards the end, I will be answering them. So first, IIoT. So there are three major features over here. The first one is we have a new model called the Operation Log, which will track all your add, update, delete actions that's related to the IIoT applications. You can track them by module or by action. So we'll look at that module in just a bit in the demo. The next one is the IoT rules that now support string type. Earlier, there used to be only two options, which is threshold and independent. So now there's a third option called custom, where under that you can choose the data type to be string, and you can set up any condition or rule options you want under there. And the third one is the data type columns that's now available to see in three different modules, three different pages. One is the group. When you add a group, you'll be able to see that. So basically, this is for the IoT things. So that data type will be column. That data type column will be available for all the pages that has the IoT things. Um, the next one is CMMS. So we have a few features over here as well. So the first one is asset history status. So here you can see that earlier it was updated by a manual. It had a name, let's say, updated by so and so, which caused a little bit of confusion. So this time we've put it up as by shift or by plant calendar, by schedule down job, and any other API changes, and not just manual user changes. So that's another change. This will be reflected in asset view page, the asset page, and the OEE data collector page as well. So we'll look at that. And the next one is we have two new filters under CMMS work order pages, which is by asset type and by asset name. The next one is so now you can actually delete a sub-inventory locator or a locator over here as long as the QoH is 0. This you can see this in the part list. I'll show you how this works in the demo as well. And let's look at the other features here. So yeah, now you can print the labels for inventory view under CMMS spare parts as well. Um, Same goes for CMMS work orders. You can go ahead and print them now. So these two print options are there for both the modules. The next one is for inventory view under spare parts. So earlier we didn't have an export option. So now we have that under inventory view module. The next one is, so earlier we had to go to issue a part, you had to go separately to the issue parts page. So now what happens is if you click on a work order and when you look at the spare parts, you have an issue parts option right here so that when you click on it, it will take you to the issue parts page directly rather than having to go separately and do it. So that's one. And with that, that's the end of CMMS. Then we have only one new work instruction feature, which is when you add an instruction over there. Earlier, it said URL based on order attribute. So now we've taken that off, and this is so that you can support shop orders attribute mapping as well. So over here, when you click on it, another change over here is earlier the shop order feature was also considered mandatory, which is now optional and for validation only. So this is one of the change in work instructions. Now let's quickly go into inventory essentials. So over here, now there are two major features, which is part number sync and location sync. So when you create a part number in Shopflow configuration, And if your part type is set as undefined, then it will auto-populate in your inventory essentials part number module as well. We'll look at how this works, and this mainly helps the warehouse operators. Now, yeah, the same thing for location as well. Over here, you can put your unit status as anything you want, and you will see that it auto-populates in your location as well in Inventory Essentials. This is a real-time sync. The next one is under the shipping module in Inventory Essentials. So here you can see serial numbers, so rather units in finished and shipped status. And if you want, you can also ship the ones in the finished status to the ship status as well. So we'll see how that's done in just a bit. The next one is the send to MRB feature. So now users can select one of the material lot IDs, one of the units, and then sort of just send it to MRB. So for instance, if you want something to be sent to inspection, so then you can just select the location and send it. The next one is a new module. It's the NCMR module. Here you can, create an NCMR for the defective materials and, put in your comments for your corrective and preventive actions and so on. We'll look at this in detail in the demo. And here for the last one, here you can set an inspection where you can check if material lot ID has passed by going in and putting in the material lot ID. So this is usually auto-populated, but now you can see that you can actually, manually input the material lot ID over here. And if it works, if it's in the finished status, then you will see that it will get auto-populated that you see on the left-hand side of the screen. And on the right-hand side of the screen, you will see that if it is in any other status, let's say in repair, or if it's already shipped, then it will throw out a warning saying the material lot ID cannot be received or it has been shipped already. Okay, so that brings us to the end of all the basics. Now let's quickly go into the demo for this. All right, so the first thing is IIoT that we saw. So firstly, let me just go into the operation log module. This is the new module over here. You can find this over here. Here you will see, again, like I said, all the details pertaining to whatever has been added or updated or delete actions that's related to the IIoT applications. You can also track them by module or by action. So let's say I'm going to select just for edge devices. So then you'll find everything related to edge devices over here. So similarly, there's also a refresh button that you can use to refresh and see if any change has been made. You also have an option to export these columns over here. So this is one of the updates. And the next one is the support of string data type. So for that, I'm going to go into one of these, click on edit. So when you click on edit, you will see that you have a third option called the custom option. Here you have an option to choose the string data type. So over here now you can set your condition as any other value, let's say true, and so on, and set up your rule options and click on save to get this going. So this is one of the newer features. And the third option is the third feature is the data type column. So here you can see that the IIoT thing has the data type column over here. And under groups as well, when you click on add group, you will be able to see the data type over here. And the third place that you can see this is over here as well. So now when I click on mapping and go into things, you will see the data type column over here as well. So these are the new updates in IIoT. Now let's quickly go into CMMS. So over here, like I said, there is an updated by, column over here that you can see. by shift. You can see the same in asset view as well. And the other page that I said was the OEE data collection. Over here as well, you can find the updated by column over here as well. So that's one of the newer features. And the next one is the fact that under CMMS work order, when you click on work order, you'll be able to see that you have two new filters over here, namely asset name and asset type. So that's one of the newer options. And over here, when you go into one of the work orders and click on spare parts, you will see that there is an issue parts option. So when I click on this, it will take you to the issue parts page. All right, so this is how it works. Now, there is the print option as well that we saw earlier. So you can go ahead and select any work order, not just one. You can click any number of work orders that you wish and click on print, and you will be able to go ahead and print it. So this is more or less how it will look like. Okay, so that's as far as work order is concerned. The next one is the inventory view. So over here as well, you have an option to print over here. So you can select a printer over here and say, click on one of this and click on print, and it does the job. So how this works is, in order to get this going, you need to go into the CMMS site and configure these three new attributes. So these are the label engine attributes, the label engine LE token, LE label name, and the LE shop floor ID. So these three things, once you configure, then you will be able to print over here as well. So this is one of the new features that we have. So this is done. And another thing over here is that you can now have the export option over here in inventory view as well. I hope I haven't missed out anything in inventory view. Let's quickly go into the next one, which is work instructions mapping. This is a fairly small feature update. So as I said, it's now URL based on attribute. So when I click on this, the other new feature over here is that shop order is now not mandatory. Earlier, it used to be mandatory. So now it's just set for validation only. So that's one of the new updates in work instruction mapping. And lastly, we've got inventory essentials. So over here, the part number sync that we talked about. So let's quickly go into shop floor configuration. Now I'm going to create a part number here. Let's say and set it up as undefined. And I'm going to save this. Now, when I go back and search for the part number that we just created is now auto-populated over here. Now, similarly, you've also got the same thing for location. Let's quickly go into location over here. I'm going to create one location over here. My bad. So I'm going to select a shop floor ID over here and provide a location name. You can set it on any unit status that you wish and select a department and click on save. Oh, okay. So we can try something else. All right. Looks like this is already taken. So I'm gonna try something else. Okay, so that was created. So now that we've created a location, let's go back and so go into the settings of Inventory Essentials and click on location. So over here, I'm going to search the same location that we just created. And you can see that it's set as active and it's auto-populated over here. So this is how the location is also synced up right now. So the next one is the shipping that we saw. Here you can see both the finished and shipped serial units over here. I'm going to just quickly select one of the things that's already in the finished status. All right, so now when I provide that over here, you will see that it's in the unit status 30, which means it's in the finished status. So now, like we said, if I want to ship this, then I can just select this and click on shipping, and you can provide any comments over here. Say test complete and click on save, and you will see that it's done. Now, this will have gone from here, and if you select the shipped status, you will see that it's populated over here because now it's been shipped. So this is how you can use this. And the next one is the send to MRB option that you have right now. So this is under storage over here. So you can select any material lot ID and click on send to MRB option. So over here, let's say you want to select a repair location, right? So I'm going to select a repair location and click on save. So now that's sent to the repair location. So in order to check if it has actually gone, I can just refresh it, and you will see that the one that we just sent, it has been sent to MRB location. So this is how it works. And the next one is the new module, which is the NCMR module, which you will be able to find over here. So this again has a bunch of NCMR IDs that's already existing. Now, if you want to add a new one, you can just go ahead and click on add and select the particular material lot ID that you want, and the respective part number and supplier will be auto-populated. And over here, you can put in your corrective actions, your preventive actions, your root cause, any comments, and who it's issued by, and so on. And go ahead and click on save, and it will be created over here. You can also see that there is an open or close status. So you can always go ahead and change that, saying, okay, now, for example, I want to close this. So this can be set to close. And again, if you think that, you want to open it back again, if the issue is there, then you can click on open, and that'll be set to open. So another thing, if you want to view, this is your view option. And if you want to go ahead and edit anything, you can go ahead and use the edit option over here. All right, so this is pretty much the NCMR module. The last one that we've left is the inspection feature. So here, when I under Inventory Essentials, when you click on Receiving, go to Add Receiving. And over here, you can see that there's usually an algorithm for this. But if you wish to add manually, then you can do so. I've already gotten a serial number. So here, the serial numbers can be used as the material lot IDs over here. So let's say I put in a serial number or a material lot ID that is in the repair location. So now, oh, sorry. So now when I put that in here, you can see that it throws a warning saying incorrect status. This material lot ID cannot be received. So the same thing. Now, when I pick a serial number from a shipped status, oh, sorry. Okay. choosing one from the ship status. So here you will see a warning saying cannot receive the material lot ID has been shipped. So now when I pick something from the finished status, this is the only thing that will work over here. So now when I click on it, you can see that the part number will auto-populate, the manufacturer, the supplier, everything will be auto-populated, and you can go ahead and submit this. So this is how the new feature works. This is basically to manually input an already existing material lot ID and verify if it has passed inspection. This will sort of allow users to create a serial number in advance in order to complete the inspection process in case that the part number requires it. So that brings us to the end of this webinar.